All right, so here we go. Do a nice little paint. Um, Again, I already prepped this with cleaning it really well, and it's dried now. I even thought about tearing up this stuff. I'm just too lazy, to be honest with you. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just getting the last couple of things. Okay, that looks pretty good. So using the rust reformer because the spots like this are rusted. All right. And then again, I try to go a little heavier on the couple coats on the parts that were actually rusted compared to the ones that aren't. But as you can see, it's a pretty good lay down. All right. And I think that's a pretty good first layer. I might do one more, but I still have to do this corner. I need to take the trim piece out before I'm willing to paint that though. Got to take the rug off, that off. So I still got to do that whole wheel well, and this whole inside. And as you can see, it's kind of dusty in there. I'm going to clean that off as best I can. As of right now, that spot actually works perfect for my bottle jack. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for, but I feel like you got to use these empty spaces for something, right? So I don't know. Maybe I might make some kind of storage out of that. Some kind of gear that I could put in there that I don't access very often. We'll see. Alright, so until the next coat, or the next time I come, hopefully you like that, and we'll see the next round. Look at the difference. Enamel, not enamel. Enamel, not enamel. See the gloss? It just looks so good. Alright, well, see you. Alright guys, so as I was letting this good paint job dry, as you can see, there's a bunch of dirt now, making that nice shiny paint job not so shiny anymore. Nice and shiny, a little dirty, it's still drying, and there's hairs there. Why is that? Because of this. So usually, don't mind that, that's a panel piece for the seatbelt. There is a rubber seal that goes all around this. That rubber seal is not right there. So I decided, well shit, I started doing this packing, let me see this. And look how much dirt and crap, which, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised I am. But another thing is, lots of rust. Little bends from the previous owner. Lots of bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. More rusting. That's a nice rust. And this is probably one of the nicest pieces of rust. That one looks like it's going to be all kinds of fun. Actually, I don't know. That one's probably the worst. So I'm going to have to clean all that off once all this dries up. Degrease it. Clean that off and inside its groove. See if I can reuse it. Hopefully, because these things, you'd be surprised at how much these rubber things are. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over $100 for this one. But yeah, something maybe to look at for you guys is on your Land Cruisers is pull that freaking rubber grommet off. Another one I eventually got to do is the one on the back window hatch. Alright, pull this sucker off, see if there's any rust inside there. But yeah, just want to give you a little update. Alright guys, so now I have removed the other side wheel well rug, obviously the third row left side driver's side seat. I also removed the plastic that holds your bottle jack, holds my aftermarket bottle jack. I didn't clean as good as I really want to. I might try to hit it again in there. It's just kind of hard because the wires are tight. I really want to get in there too a little better. But I gave it a couple rounds of cleaning. Doesn't look too bad back there. I haven't painted anything. And I scrubbed the heck out of this. And this already has the rust reformer and one coat of the enamel. Man, does that look good. And I really like the enamel on this. It's not greasy anymore, and it doesn't like smush in like it did before, but yet the enamel sticks to it really well. So now what I'm working on is degreasing and cutting down on this edge. As you remember, I started showing you guys, here's a good one, some rust spots, right? Let's see if I can show you what is there. It's not coming out the best, but it's a pretty bad one. So I'm working on this edge lip now. First thing first is cleaning it down so you can get all the grime off like that. And then it's, after that, wire brush these spots of rust and then paint it down so that way it has more protection for rust in the future. This one's really bad. That's going to be a piece missing. Luckily, it's not an important piece. Alright, let me know what you guys think so far. Alright guys, so next is removing the back seat belt and the trim piece that it holds onto right here. So I haven't removed this one yet so you can see it. Right, back trim piece, seat belt, all it does is clip up 14 millimeter, and FYI, when you're turning it, I would hold the strap just so you don't get cut. Not cut, but caught. So now I can see this, get all the rust, and look at this. That's a pretty cool find, huh? I don't know what the hell the past owner was doing, but I've already hit some of the rust. Boom. Hit it here. Was using the wheel. And I have another smaller wheel somewhere. Oh, it's right here on the drill. To get the seatbelt little bracket off, I just used a little paint scraper. Anything thin and just slightly lift. You remember that big crusty piece right here of rust? I also got it underneath really well, and it was eaten so much through that I actually lost a couple little chunks. But, oh, it's okay. And if I really wanted to, I could use some Bondo right here or something. Started chewing away at that one. So yeah, so now, like I said, I want to get these trim pieces off so I could really see all that, right? And then that hole up there, and now you can see up here. With saying that, there's also another rubber piece that's going to go right here, and that's what holds your ceiling up. That rubber piece is that tan little one on top of the black bag. And it's just clipped. It literally just comes right off. What's holding it up is these. So I've actually never taken the back part of my roof off. There's other things holding this in right now that I would have to pull out. They're going to be little clips right there. Oh crap, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Those are holding the roof in. But I'm not really too worried about the roof. It looks good from here. I just more so want to get this little lip out so I can clean all that up. And really what I want to do is be able to reach this better. So again, maybe you don't want to go as in depth as I am with your back. I'm still not sure if I'm going to put any kill mat down or not for sound editing. It's not really an issue to me too much. Our exhaust is kind of loud because it has a leak, but really don't care because we don't have to do California emissions because the plate is Guatemala. Yeah, so I'm just going to still keep working at this. I don't know if on this project or not, but like I said, eventually I need to take off on the hatch too, all these pieces and molding to see what rust is up in there. But just wanted to give you guys an update, and to the next. And I just wanted to show you guys a quick little glimpse of what it looks like with just the rust former on it. See how much better that looks. And I grinded as much as I can down, and what my plan is obviously I'm going to leave that like it is. I'm going to simply bend it back. And then I'm not sure. I mean, I have some sealers I could seal around it, and I'll probably do that. Use a little quick sealer around the edges, and then paint over that with the acrylic. That way it gives it another barrier show. But it is what it is. Look at that. And honestly, the rust former, you don't have to paint over it. You can just keep this. I just like to use, again, the Rust-Oleum gloss enamel. Simply because from experience, I like to have another layer, and the enamel so far has been the best thing I've used that holds up over the long run. And it is super easy to touch up. $6, you know, another can. Really super easy to touch up. All right. Final product. Even sprayed it in there. Again, maybe not perfect, but good enough. Look at that sunset. Oh yeah. Did all this. Shiny black. Might have got a little overspray on top of the corners right here, but that should be easy enough to get out with a little alcohol. Alcohol is really good at getting paint off too, if you didn't know that. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Bam. Now in a perfect world, you can see that there's a lip here, and I had to cover it because of the liner. In a perfect world, I will maybe untape that and try to tape just the liner, but who cares? Also got this edge with the rust. And got that. So yeah, look at that. She looks really good. So this is just the back, like I said. You know, obviously I didn't do that and forward or those because of the rugs and seats. Yeah, you know, maybe that'll be another project. I'm not too concerned with that stuff yet because I haven't really noticed any rust over there. But, you know, preventative, it's probably easier now just to coat it, and that way I don't have to grind any rust out later. But the reason I'm waiting for that is because I figured if I do that at the same time, I might as well do doors as well. What I mean by doing doors is take them apart, clean inside there, reseal anything that needs it, and also like redo the door cards if needed. And unfortunately right now I'm not comfortable enough to redo those door cards, so I'm just going to kind of wait on that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. So let me know what you think of this video on an 80 series Land Cruiser, also known as an FZJ80. Basically a refresh on the back. Again, basically I just degreased everything, wiped it all down, grinded all the rust off, which really there was only a few patches here and there. The biggest one was this, and I still got to look at this. I cleaned off the rubber tan one that goes up there with the headliner. I haven't done the long black one though that goes over everything yet. I have a feeling that I will probably just replace it instead of trying to clean it and reuse something like that. I'd rather probably just buy one. After that, my next job will be this hatch, just because I'm a fear of rust there. And when I do that, at the same time, I'll probably redo stuff like this, just clean this off and do that as well in semi-gloss. Very last thing that I will do, I'm going to show you. Alright, and basically done. So got the rug back in, got this silver trim back in. I'm not 100% sure if these are even the right screws, but it worked. Got that from my bottle jack back in. Even decided to paint these, got a little off this thing, whatever. Paint this one too. This one was a little rusted. Again, got a little paint on the actual fabric. Who cares? Still got to order this trim piece. Got that trim back on. She's looking good. So let me know what you thought of the video. If you refresh the back of your 80, let me see it. If you think I'm an idiot for not doing the kill mat, comment below. Besides that, hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up.